Right. Okay, so because I mentioned 1395, 14th century, right? But 270 because this place has very tragic period, of course. I mentioned that our Japanese occupation period, right, for about 36 from 1910 to 1945, 20th century, but 16th century also there's a big invasion from Japan. So Japan at the time was powerful enough to think about take control all over continent China. China is one of the biggest, the countries more than Asia. So they just, but as you can see, think about the location of the Korea. Geographically, Korea is located in the entrance to China. Because the Japan is located in a certain part of Korea, right? So it's kind of like an entrance to the gates for them. So when they try to invade actually the Chinese territory, they just invade us first and then destroy almost everything. So including this building, almost the buildings, especially made out of wooden materials, burned down to the ground. So this is not an exception at all. So this one is rebuilt again 270 years later. Because so this palace was abandoned for about quite a long period of time. 270 years old. But later, 19th century, 1867, one of the kings that maybe that is the time for me to re-establish some sort of the monarchy system again. So I need our primary palace because this one is a primary palace. So they rebuilt again in 19th century. So this the oldest one is from 19th century, 1867 exactly. So as you can see, this one there's so many buildings. There's a places for the king's slave and queen's slave because they separated their own places. Of course, they get split together, of course, but usually their main places they live is different, right? So king's office, king's the bedchamber is followed by this building, but this one is a main building like you say event hall. Big event was held here. King's coronation, for example, king's wedding. Or welcoming, kind of event for the people like you from other countries, envoys, and also, so many big events were held here. So as you can you see the rectangular shaped some sort of stone right over there, long line road. You might wonder why that's kind of the star is erected that way. So because think about this place is for the event, right? So you need when you had a big event. The king, of course, is seated in the throne inside of the building, of course, and then they facing south. Because so, can you see the biggest gate right over there? You already took a lot of pictures from. That one is the main gate of the palace. So that the gate is kind of south gate. Why? Because usually the main gate should be south gate. Because the king always faces south. Right, so there's a main gate. So and also there is a in the middle there is a 3 row divided into 3 ways on the row. So the one in the middle is somewhat a little higher than the others, right? Mm-hmm. So one in the middle is only should be occupied by king. The row for the king, right? And on the right side is for the civil servant like you. But we have 2 different civil servants back then. Public officials. One is for the civil servant. The other, this one is the left side, is for the military servant. So people like you, he's a military man. Looks like a military man. It's maybe,
Thanks.
yeah. And also, you're an upper class man, and also there's a lot of things. Because this one is a dragon, right? So
What
dragon,
about me? What about me?
We have, so many your royal family. You have so many queens here. So dragon here in Korea, very, very auspicious, very sacred and divine, and very, very positive image in Korea. Symbolize of king, right? The authority of king, the dragon. So if you have the dragon on your signet, that means you are a king.
Thank you.
You're an upperclassman, noble upperclassman, okay? Yeah, we have so many kings, but it's a kind of, where is it? It's at the middle.
But don't forget, only I have a katana.
Okay, and then So the rectangular shape, because to think about it, but there is a link between public officials. Prime Minister, the highest position, right? So the more closer to the king, that means the more higher position you can enjoy, right? So the first one, right in front of this, the building, is for the Prime Minister position, right? So this is a kind of marker indicating your rank of the official. You know what I mean? And also, you might wonder, the thing say, there's a very bumpy rock here, right? Bumpy. So if you were a king and queen, maybe I'm a queen. Maybe I try to place some sort of more beautiful and the even, the stone, not like in a bumpy rock, but we have placed this bumpy rock intentionally. So there could be two reasons why. So as I mentioned, this place is like an event hall, right? A lot of sunlight. For example, and usually the subject, public officials, right? Because you're not quite sure where your king is now. So it's not hanging around like this. Tie up your noses, but say maybe instead look down a little bit. The bow down a little bit, right? So usually people walk like this. So, but anyway, too much sunlight in the event hall can hurt your eyes. If you have polished one, say the sunlight can be reflected too much and hurt your eyes if you have polished one. So bumpy rock can absorb some sort of sunlight, some sort of light. So this is much for the and also back then, second reason was back then we have a kind of the shoes, leather soils too. So it can be so much slippery when you walk down. So bumpy rock, prevent you falling down, slipping it down. So that is the two biggest reasons. And one is a really big things I really want to share today, because can you see the name of the building right over there? Yeah. There's a bold one in the middle, right? Yeah. The second floor, it looks like second floor. So can you recognize that is a Korean alphabet or what?
Chinese.
Chinese, of course, yeah, Chinese, of course. But we have Korean alphabet system. But why Chinese, right? So, yeah, so, think about China's very big country, right? So many countries, including Korea, and Japan also, is under the influence of Chinese characters, sort of cultural area. So we use, because at that time we don't have any Korean alphabet system. So we borrowed some system from them, imported the system from them, and then sometimes we customize it in our own way. But anyway, we still use Chinese character, but the sound of Korean language totally different.
It means that when the Chinese people, when they talk, you people understand? When the Chinese, they talk the language, you people understand?
Later. But my, older generation, sometimes they really do that, reading, but not sound of the language. So that is a big difference, because, the sound is very, very different, but letters you can borrow Chinese system is a kind of a,
Yes.
Sometimes. But anyway, the one of the fourth king of this dynasty, his name is Sejong. Have you heard of it? Sejong. Have you encountered 10,000 Korean notes, currency notes, bank notes, 10,000?
10,000?
Yes. His name is Sejong. Sejong has the name of the city Sejong. Sejong City, kind of like autonomous city, like it's a It's a government city, some sort of. Because I'm not quite sure your country, but here in Korea, it's also one of the biggest issue, for a long period of time is a fair distribution of the power or resources. So only capital city, Korea, has too much benefit for a long time.
Madam Janice, I'm having a question. What's the precise name of this place? The name?
The name is Gyeongbok. Maybe she does live in the bus. Gyeongbok, yes, Gyeongbok. Right. So Sejong is the king from 15th century. He made Korean alphabet. And the day tomorrow, the day after tomorrow,
Yes,
9
Monday.
to 10 October, is a Hangul Day. Hangul is the name of the Korean alphabet. So he made the system so everybody nowadays use our Korean system. But imagine if you're a farmer or if you're from lower class, in that case, you're so into your everyday life. You need to so busy making your mix. So that means that you don't have not enough time to learn Chinese language. Because Chinese, the what is it, letters, it's kind of letters of meaning. So you need to memorize one by one. So that day, the much knowledge about Chinese letters, that means you're from royal families, you're from upper class men, and things like that. They thought their philosophical root, it came from some sort of China sometime. Confucianism at the time. But the King Sejong the Great always felt so sorry for the people, for the ordinary people, the majority of people. Even though they have something inside, they have complaint things inside in their mind, but not much communication tool for them to let their voice be heard. So Sejong is so, how can I say, passionate and also loves his people a lot. So he had a
당김.
long period of time to think about which is the perfect alphabet system for us for the people, for all of the people to use it. So
zimnu
our
sana
language system is invented by one of the kings. So even we designate Hangul Day as a public holiday, and we love him a lot because we even Sejong City, even Sejong Road,
Nice you.
and even Sejong statue in the plaza.
Queen.
In front of and also, Sejong is also kind of like the man to say, think about, getting a kind of political, stance as well. Because back then, if you think about it, if you want to have your own system, that means that maybe Chinese emperor didn't like it. Maybe they want our Korea is still under their influence, cultural influence, using their own writing system. So Sejong is also smart enough to communicate with the emperor or China. And at the same time, there's upper class men strongly against that idea. Why? Because they don't want to share their authority and power. You're using your own language, that means that you can have your own power. So this is a so much meaningful day for us, for everybody. So Sejong's love, affection for their own people. So now, if without Sejong, maybe we can still use Chinese characters, even though our language is so different. Because our letter is like a letters of phonetic sound. So if you hear it, you can like a combination of vowels and consonants. You can make tons of letters. Very very scientific the letter system here. So we're proud of him. So I want to share that idea. Okay, and then if you have enough time, if you try to see, if you see inside of the building, there is in the middle there's a king's seat, and also not this the front gate, but there is a side door on both sides. But if you maybe this is better, when you go there and then look up the ceiling, you can see the dragon. So dragon is a symbol of power and king, right? So there's a big two dragons, a golden dragon, some pictures as well. And dragon is it's not only just for the symbol of king, but also at the same time, dragon is believed that imagine an animal, but still they have kind of very specific ability to control the rain, the amount of rain. So if you have a very great king, in that case, he's got a lot of rain. Because back then, the main industry here in Korea is agriculture. So, dragon is related to peace and at the same time, rain and water.
So that there should be
Makes
enough
sense,
food.
right?
Enough food.
Yes, to harvest and also, this still look like a two-story building, but it's a one big story building. Okay? And can you say one last thing? Can you see the little, the cutie, terracotta cutie on things on the roof? There is a kind of the 7 of very little, terracotta figure right over there. So sometimes they mention what kind of thing is that. So that is a kind of the characters from Chinese novel. if you were Buddhist, maybe Buddhist, there's a story about the wise man and the monkey traveling around, and throughout the whole ups and downs they get enlightened. That kind of story. So that is all figures is from Chinese noble, that noble. So their main job, all the animals on the corner, all their job is protect their people, including royal family, all the people living in this building. They protect them from the evil stuff. Always, always. So the more terracotta figure, the more power the building has. So this one is 7 of them, but when you get to this way, there's a banquet hall, very big banquet hall. There's 11. The powerful, the most powerful building on the right side. And then, can you see the blue roof right over there?
Yeah,
Blue roof?
yeah.
You might wonder. That one is a blue house. Like in the United States, the White House, right? We have blue house. Blue house, but it used to be. But because current government moved their office building to our area, Dongsan area, for some reason. But anyway, this has been a presidential office for quite long period of time. So maybe the government changed. Maybe they chances are pretty high, and also like from a personal perspective, they maybe move back to because they have a long trip. But anyway, that's how. Okay, good. So I think that is our